My name is Sammy Dharia. In 1999, divine intervention happened to me. Ever since, I can't stop talking about or spreading about my testimony of what happened that day. It's been 23 years now, and I've been going through a lot. So I understand the need of the third temple in Jerusalem. Now, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I spend my time with my father to help and bring and unite all the Jewish people together to Israel, to help bring order in this chaotic world and the next for humankind. My mission is to win over your heart. My hope is to construct this third temple so the whole world can see the God glory. I am the one the whole world is looking for. Shalom, praise the Lord, gloria a Dios. As you know, I always come up with something new, and today's message is very powerful. I want you to tune with it. If all the rabbis and the pastors just listen to my message, and then you will know who I am and what I am, and you will understand very well. Today's message is going to be interesting and very powerful. So let's start with 2 Samuel 7:13. Now, as you know, the beginning of this program or this video, you always have my testimony that what exactly happened to me, that, and then also I'm going to talk about something else. But as you know my testimony, that Son of Man came in the cloud and rest upon me. And my old spirit left and the new spirit came upon me. Now let me explain to you few scriptures, very powerful scriptures in the Torah or Tanakh or Kabbalah, wherever you want to see. Maybe they would not explain to you, but after what I explain to you, if you do not understand and if you cannot believe me what I said, then you got some serious problem, not me. So let's go read 2 Samuel 7:12. Start with precept by precept, sentence by sentence, and open everything. In my Bible over here, which is only one Bible, there is no other Bibles. There is only one Torah, one Bible. Is just a wording. The spellings are different, but the meanings are same. Okay, so nobody's changing nothing. What God has given me in my hand, that's what I'm reading. So let's read it. The Lord declares to you. Now this is, remember, the Nathan, prophet Nathan is giving message to King David. And exactly whatever a prophet heard, he is telling the King David. Now listen. The Lord declares to you that the Lord himself will establish house for you. Okay, so the message is for King David that God will make house for him. For who? King David. In the future, because he already had the house over there. He already had a house in Jerusalem that time. But this house he's talking about, that I will, he say, I will establish a house for you. Now next sentence. When your days are over and you rest with your father, which is he's talking about the sentence he just said, the first one, it's for the future, because he has to be rest with his father Jesse. Now listen, third scriptures, the third sentence. I will raise up your offspring to succeed you. Now he is saying that in future, I will have one of your offspring. Now listen very carefully. I will have one of your offspring, he will succeed you, who will come from your own body. He said, he will come from your own body. Now let me tell you, when your body leaves, only left is a spirit. The body goes to dust, the spirit goes to the God. Am I right or wrong on that one? You decide. But, so what I see over here, he say that he who will come from your own body. So the offspring he's talking about, he will have King David spirit. Listen, next thing. And I will establish his kingdom. So when he said, I will establish his kingdom, he's talking about that he is going to give King David back his kingdom. Because now the spirit of the Lord or spirit of King David is in the offspring. He is the one who will build a house for my name. Remember, in the King David, the one had desire to build the house for God, and God said that you cannot build because you have too much blood in your hand. So he couldn't build, and then Solomon built, but that wasn't the permanent, or that wasn't the future prophecy. That was the present prophecy, that Solomon built the house because his father had everything ready for him. Now listen to another scriptures, one after one sentence, you will see. And I will establish his kingdom. He is the one who will build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. Remember, if you go in the first scriptures, God said that I will build the house for you. And now you go down there, and now you will see what it says. I will be his father, and he will be my son. When he does wrong, I will punish him with the rod of man, with the flogging inflicted by man. But my love will never be taken away from him, as I took away from Saul, whom I removed from before you. Now listen what he says. It is important. Your house and your kingdom will endure forever before me. Your throne will be established forever. Whose throne is talking about? He's talking about King David's throne. He himself, the offspring will have a King David spirit on him. So everything he's talking about over here, God is talking about is King David is the one. Even though it is an offspring with the spirit of King David, and he is the one going to build the house for him. And God will establish house for him. God will give him his throne back forever and ever. Now, I go furthermore to make you understand the confirmation. More we read down there in the same chapter, and then we'll go to the Ezekiel to make you understand. And the Daniel is the same person God is talking about, from the Shiloh, Adam, Shiloh to Adam, Adam to King David, to the branch, to the ancient ones, to the Son of Man, to the Daniel, and back to the David. King David is the one, the offspring with the King David spirit on him. So now let me explain to you more. Your throne will be established forever. Now let's go and read 2 Samuel 27. And so down there he is praying that he's praising the Lord for the promise he made to him. So now look what he says. O Lord Almighty, God of Israel, you have revealed this to your servant. Who's the servant? David. King David is the servant. So now look what he says. O Lord Almighty, God of Israel, you have revealed this to your servant. Now stop over there, saying, that Lord is saying that I will, King David, I will build a house for you. Remember, if you read over here, it says, and I will establish his kingdom. He is the one who will build a house for my name. On 2 Samuel 7:12. The same thing over here. So he said, thank you for revealing me. Thank you for revealing your servant that I will build a house for you. In future, he will come back and build the house for God. I hope you get it, this one, because I am going further on Ezekiel. This is kind of a teaching and explaining to you that I can teach you and I can tell you the Torah and Bible very well, because the spirit of King David or spirit of Son of Man or spirit of God is rest upon me, and through him and I talk and I say whatever it comes out. You know, I was last week in Nicaragua, and I couldn't able to either read anything, or I couldn't able to get touch with anybody because I was in the mountain. And then when I come back, and I said, let me take inventory of my own, what I have done especially in last 3.5 years. So 3.5 years ago, when one of the rabbi, he calls Rabbi, he's in Houston, Texas, over here near the airport. He got some TV channel, and he told me that, why don't you make your video? And I saw my first video, and from first video, then I saw some more videos, and some more videos in the middle, and I see myself, and I said, my God, God has revealed me so much that some of those I don't even remember what I have said. And so today, in the morning, I was just reading, and it went back to, I was going through the beginning and just flipping everything wherever it is I had put the line. And this is what it came up, and God revealed me that what the God is talking about, the King David. God have promised everything to King David, and he is the one will come back. His spirit will come back in his offspring. Now look what it says over here. I will build a house. Okay, so God of Israel, you have revealed this to your servant, saying, I will build a house for you. So your servant has found courage to offer you this prayer. O sovereign Lord, you are God. Your words are trustworthy, and you have promised these good things to your servant. Now be pleased to bless the house of your servant, that it may continue forever in your sight. For you, O sovereign Lord, have spoken, and with your blessing, the house of your servant will be blessed forever. So on this one, I hope you understand that God is talking about completely about the King David. Let's go to Ezekiel 37. Now, Ezekiel 37, if you go 37:24, look what Ezekiel is talking about. My servant, let's read furthermore from the beginning. I will make them the nations in the land. It is talking about the Israel. On the mountain of Israel, there will be one king over all of them, and they will never again be two nations or be divided into two kingdoms. So there won't be no more two more kingdoms. This is all about the future. There will be one king, two kingdoms will be together, which is, right now we have Judah and Ephraim, two tribes, Israel, 10 tribes with Ephraim, and over here is Benjamin and tribe of Judah. They're all going to be a one tribe, one king. They will no longer defile themselves with their idols and veiled images. Now, listen again. At this point, if anybody is worshipping idols, that you know it's all Hindus. Hindus are the one, and there are 1.5 billion Hindus right now on the earth, or the Buddhists, they are the all one worshipping the idols. So, some of those tribes is coming from there. Or with any of their offenses, for I will save them from all their sinful backsliding, and I will cleanse them. They will be my people, and I will be their God. Let me tell you something about the backsliding. What he's talking about. Right now, they're all still worshiping the idols. Even some of those Jewish people, they call themselves Jewish. They'll probably be worshiping idols. Or they're worshiping something that we don't know. But what he's saying, the day he will put the Spirit upon you, when he will redeem you, you will throw those idols away completely. And you will not be backslide. Look, 23 years ago, when Son of Man rest upon me, when he came in the black cloud and rest upon me and took my spirit and put his spirit upon me, that day he told me two things: build my house, build my house, build my house, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. And the third thing was, I was caught up in heaven, and told me to throw it away, all those idols that I was worshiping. Now let me tell you, I had about 30 gods in my closet that I was worshiping. I told you again and again. And it wasn't easy, but I did it. I put in the garbage, and I throw that garbage in that garbage, since that I haven't worshipped the idols, or I never been to any of their temple to bow down to anything. That is called not backsliding. I haven't backslide. I've been on the word since that day and now on. Now again, when it comes to the sin, he said that I will fall. I am a human being. I may fall into the sin. The temptation will come upon me all the time. But let me tell you, I fight and I stay away from the temptation, and I keep myself clean as much as I can, and stay in the word. Now, let me tell you, every time you listen to my program, I come up with something new. And that's how you know that I am in the Word. So one of the things that your rabbi is always tell you, that he will be scholar in the Torah. Now listen, I don't have to remember or have everything in my brain, the whole Torah or Bible. No. As long as I can make you explain what is that mean correctly. I don't need to be a scholar, or I don't need to be a genius to become a Moshiach, because King David was a shepherd. Only I need a wisdom, and I need a wisdom of God, which is rest upon me. So the backsliding thing about he's talking about, it's been gone from my side. And that's what he's going to do to those 10 tribes who are worshipping the idols right now. Let's read the next scriptures, which is very interesting. My servant David will be king over them. Look at this. Now, Ezekiel is writing that my servant David will be king over them. So what he's saying, that King David is coming back. Over there I told you what exactly, this is what Ezekiel is talking. God have revealed him same way he had revealed me, that spirit of King David will be rest upon the offspring. That's what he's talking about. So my servant David will be king over them, and they will all have one shepherd, They will follow my laws and be careful to keep my decree. They will live in the land I gave to my servant Jacob, the land where your father lived. They and their children and their children's children will live there forever, and David, my servant, will be there. I hope you understand. Where am I going? And David, my servant, will be there, prince forever. I will make a covenant of peace with them. It will be an everlasting covenant. I will establish them and increase their numbers, and I will put my sanctuary among them forever. My dwelling place will be with them. I will be their God, and they will be my people. Then the nation will know that I, the Lord, make Israel holy, when my sanctuary is among them forever. So, from 2 Samuel 7:12 to Ezekiel, God is talking about King David, nothing but a King David, that he loved King David. And God promised him that he is the one who will come back, but with different flesh, same spirit. And that's exactly what if you go into the Daniel chapter 7, 9, 7, 13. Now let me tell you again, there is some rabbis and pastors, they're still not getting. I was listening other day, in fact yesterday, one of the debate between this rabbi, what is his name? He always trying to put other people, Christian people down. I forgot his name. But he was again talking the same nonsense, and I just don't understand. He always bring his, your message cannot get out from the context, but his own messages are out of context. And he talks in Hebrew scriptures to make you feel like I told you, that just like that other Muslim guy, the one who died, Didad, and make some jokes and everything, but he don't give you any right answer. He talks about in the future somebody wrote it down and this and that, but let me tell you, he never opened the Torah and he never read the scriptures right. And that's why he is wrong, and he is leading your people wrong. Now let me tell you, I read right now the Ancient One. What is Ancient One is? Ancient One is not the God. Let's read this one together, and I will explain to you better. Okay, so over here on 7:9 and 7:13. First 7:9 is talking about, let's see, 7. Okay. Throne were set in a place. Listen to me very carefully. And the Ancient of Days took his seat. His clothing was white as a snow. The hair of his head was white like a wool. His throne was flaming with a fire. Now, when he says about the hair and he's talking about the cloth, he's talking about some man. Some man is about to sit on the throne. And his wheels were all blazing. A river of fire was flowing, coming out from before him. Thousands upon thousands attended him, and 10,000 of 10,000 before him. The court was seated, and the book were open. Now listen what it says in the 7:13, okay? In my vision at night, I looked, and there before me was one like a son of man, Coming with the cloud of heaven, he approached the Ancient of Days and was led into his presence. Let's go to the 7:9, right? And it says, throne was set in a place, and the Ancient of Days took his seat. Let's put that sentence first. And the Ancient One sit down on the throne. Now over here, in my vision at night, I looked at me before me was one like a son of man coming with the cloud of heaven. He approached the Ancient of Days and was led into his presence. Now this person, son of man, is either going from somewhere from down to up there to the Ancient of Days. But over here is other way around. He comes in the cloud of heaven to downstairs. He's not going upstairs. He's talking about, in my vision, I saw someone look like man coming with the cloud of heaven. Either he's coming down. Let's say he was going up. Let's see if he was going up and he met the Ancient of Days. But this man supposed to be on the throne. Look what it says. He approached the Ancient of Days and was led into his presence. He was given authority, glory, and sovereign power. Who? The Son of Man. The Son of Man. If the Ancient of Days is sitting over there, okay, then this guy must have gone from down to up there, and now he is in his throne because they become one. They become one. Either he went up there, not down. But let me tell you, I told you what exactly happened to me in my testimony, that Son of Man came in the cloud and rest upon me. So he came from above. I saw the man with my own eyes. He came and he rested upon me. It's period. Finished. So when he rested upon me, the Ancient of Days is me. I am the Daniel from the dead. Daniel was in the past. That's why he called Ancients of Days. So I was born in past. The spirit of King David rests upon me as I am his offspring, and I am the one to be established the kingdom. I will be on the throne. I will have my kingdom back, and I will build the house for my father. He said, I am his son, and he is my father. And I will build his house, and he will dwell in Jerusalem, and the whole world will come and worship my father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That day you will know who I am. I've been telling you last 3.5 years. By now, we could have built the temple. Remember, your rabbi and Rambam always tell you that either you married. If you married, then I will come easily. If you're not married, he will hasten me on his time. So right now, what I see after 3.5 years of giving you message after message, giving you insight of the Bible, you all still not getting. If any rabbi or any pastor listen to my message, and if I'm wrong, write me. Write me. First of all, you cannot understand till you understand that Spirit of the Lord is only rest upon me. The Son of Man is rest upon me. And so I can open the books very well than you do. So if you put yourself in my position, what happened to me, and then you read the Bible, you will get clear picture that what am I saying. Over here, God is promising only King David, King David, King David, King David. He will see. I hope today's message was interesting and you understand what I'm saying. And also remember this Daniel chapter 12, 13, when he was asking God, and God told him, as for you, go your way until the end, you will rest. At the end of the days, you will receive your inheritance. So over here, King Daniel was promised to come back. He come back, but he have a spirit of King David, which is Shiloh, which is Adam, which is branch, which is ancient of days, which is son of man. You can call whatever you want, but it is a one spirit doing all this work. But the main thing is God have kept his promise with the King David, that one day he will see his kingdom back again. One day he will be rule and reign again through his spirit, by flesh his offspring, and the whole 12 tribes will be back. He will be their shepherd, and there will be only one God. That is today's message. I hope you understand. I hope you listen to me very carefully. And the things are going to get uglier and uglier till you don't believe me. Remember 3.5 years ago when I came, that time there in Jerusalem, there was a problem with the government. I went to see the Netanyahu, and now the Netanyahu back again. Let's see what God has for me now. I think so it's about time, maybe before this coming Passover, I hope God will put me in my throne. Right now, people are talking about they found their Messiah. No, they didn't found their Messiah. If they're telling you the rabbis are talking to their Messiah, they are a liar. Okay, I am sorry, but I'm going to tell you the truth. They do not have the Moshiach. The Moshiach is sitting in front of you. The Moshiach they're talking about, I hope he don't fall suddenly, because you all are the Christian people mainly. What they're doing is wrong. Especially there are 4 or 5 channels are bombarding and telling that he is the Antichrist, he's the bad guy, he is that. You all are the one made it, not the Jewish people. Haven't said anything about he is Moshiach. You all are the one did it. And let me tell you, that's not right thing to do, because you don't have no confirmation. They will get their Moshiach. The spirit of King David will come, which God have promised him. He is here and he will get into the kingdom first. And you all will see that one. There is no resurrection at this point. And if that happen also, I'm glad that you all will be gone. You won't able to see the King David, and you won't able to see nobody. That's what you won't find. Go, maybe God have a plan that on the resurrection day, he will take you all, and we all will be left over here with him. That could be another, remember A plan and B plan. The B plan is maybe he take you, you never able to see them. Okay, you were good people, everything is good. You believe in Jesus, everything is good, that's fine. But the thing is, if you have a chance to see your Lord with your eyes and with everything, is better than nothing. So God will give you a chance, but you need to stop talking bad about somebody which is he's not the Antichrist, he's not the false prophet, he haven't said anything, he haven't declared anything. Why would you go after him? So, first of all, he is not the Moshiach. I'm sitting in front of you, and if anybody's telling you he's a Jesus, they are liar. If anybody's telling you he is the prophet, then he's lying, because remember, by the fruit you can tell. They cannot talk the way I can talk, the way the things I can bring you, they cannot. It is impossible. It is impossible that what God reveals me, they don't have not even clue. Let's get together. If you listen to my message, listen, you are not doing your job. You are watching me, but I believe that you are not doing your job. And let me tell you, there won't be no reward for you. There won't be no reward for you. And I give you guarantee on that one. Your reward is what I am doing, and if you're telling other people, that's your reward. God will reward you for that, for what you're doing to your Jewish brother and sister and telling them who I am, because there is always synagogues of Satan, and they may put the wrong people on the throne, and that will be just a temporary, but there will be painful destructions. It won't be, you won't see the God glory. That's what will happen. There's always A plan and B plan. You remember, you believe me or not, but that is the thing's gonna happen. Now, things are coming. I know I've been telling you for a while, but everything is written and everything is coming. It can happen any second. That's all I can tell you. I'm not going to tell you something which is not written in the book. It's written in the word that before the beginning of the temple, all these things will happen. It's a done deal. I'm not going to tell you the earthquake will happen tomorrow morning, which is I don't know yet. I'm here to tell you that it says before his coming, like there will be earthquake, like Hosea time. It says in the Zechariah chapter. And he says there won't be no food. I just heard today the Amazon is giving 10,000 people laid off. Then I see the Apple freeze completely. Google freeze all the employees, no more hiring. And then I see the report of the Target and the Walmart. This Christmas sales will be less. And then there is another few big companies are laying off. So before the Christmas, you want to hear that news? Laid off for 10,000 people of Amazon, that they need people to deliver the stuff. But they already have projected that they're not going to have that many delivery, so they giving 10,000 people laid off. Just think about those 10,000 people, that what will be their Christmas. I thank you again, and God bless you. We'll see you next time.